We're here to talk about something that's real and serious and awful. We're here to talk about bullying.
And like many of us, we've heard the awful stories of gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgendered youth who've been bullied at school, so much so they feel they have no choice but to take their own lives.
But of course, there is a choice, and we are here to join a chorus of voices to let you know it gets better.
The world is full of loving and accepting people, and you have something to offer it, but only if you are here.
I was raised in the Pennsylvania Dutch country in the 1960s. Beautiful, yes. Progressive, not so much. Everyone there seemed to know I was a homo long before I did.
I wasn't good at sports. I didn't like sports. And as a result, I was ostracized.
I was bullied by a couple of guys on my floor in my dorm who didn't like that I was gay.
I remember I would pray that it would kind of go away and that I wouldn't feel that way.
My last year in high school, I was going to school one day when I got to a pep rally and directing the band. A whole group of kids in the band had decided to get jerseys, which wasn't really that uncommon in high school, but the jerseys said in bright orange letters on a purple background, "Kent's a queer."
I was clearly the only Jewish lesbian in Hawthorne at the time.
What I wanted more than anything in the world was a family. I wanted to have a wife and kids and live happily ever after, but I was gay, and so that was never, ever going to happen for me.
We're sitting in the principal's office, and I'm devastated, in tears, and my dad's talking to the principal about the jerseys, and he looks at me and he said, "It's okay, son, we know you're not gay." And I in tears say, but you don't understand, Dad, I am. And that's how my parents found out.
I was pushed around a lot, slapped in the head. My books were destroyed, my locker was vandalized, my head was banged against the locker, and I could look forward to that every day. So I know what it's like to hide in a clump of trees by the edge of the parking lot waiting for the bell to ring. Knowing that it's better to get punished for being late to school than to be constantly humiliated in front of your friends in the hallway.
There was about 4 or 5 years where I spent kind of wishing I wasn't really on the planet.
I became really depressed. And one of the things that made it worse was I felt a lot of the teachers kind of agreed with the bullies.
There were times, I think, where I got into this deep black hole and I didn't know how to get out.
And hoping that I would get in some sort of car accident or something would happen so I could kind of be relieved of the pain.
I was ashamed to go to my parents, and I thought about killing myself a lot.
I had pills lined up, and I was ready to end it. I couldn't take it anymore. And there was something inside of me that just said, if I can wake up tomorrow, it will be better. And I don't know how it will, but it will. And so I didn't take the pills. I went to sleep. I woke up, and it was better.
I'm really glad that I didn't take my life, and I'm really glad that I'm here.
Ultimately, that was the biggest weight in the world. Once they knew, it was okay for me to be gay. It was okay for me to have friends and experience all of those things that, without probably that bad experience, I would have never gotten to the really good ones.
I went away to college. I met more people like myself, much, much better.
I have a partner that we've been together for 4 years and we're engaged to get married.
I had no idea that I'd find somebody to love me for the rest of my life, but I did.
You don't know what happens in the future. You cannot predict it.
So here's the deal. I've got it all. I'm happy. I've got a great job, wonderful friends, a husband. And if I had made an unfortunate decision as a frightened teenager, I might have missed all of this.
Don't be scared to take a breath, take a step back, and just hang out for one more day, because it's going to get better. It's going to change.
I've had many people come up to me years later to say that they were sorry, and that actually meant a lot.
And you will, if you want, meet some man or woman that you will fall in love with. And if you want, guess what? You can get married. And if you want, guess what? You can have a family too.
Just hang in long enough to get to the point where life starts to find you.
Because the world deserves your original, powerful point of view.
This country is changing. It's changing every day, and you deserve to be alive to see the change. You deserve to be a part of the change.
And live to tell your story.
You might help other kids, other young gay kids like yourself, realize it's great to be gay.
It is okay to be different, and ultimately you'll find out that you are not alone at all. There are so many people out there who are just like you.
This is my daughter. And that was not something that I thought was possible when I was a gay teenager.
Don't let go of your dreams. It will get better. I'm living proof. So, go love yourself. Be a little too fabulous.
And we can't wait to see who you become.
So please, reach out for help if you or someone needs it. Now, this isn't the only video that's going to tell you this, but we all stand behind the one thought and the one hope to tell you that it does get better. There is hope. There is help.
The truth is, it gets better. And I didn't think it could, and it does.
It gets so much better.
It's going to get better.
You just have to believe it really does get better.
I can honestly say that things get better, and they did for me, and they get better every day.
So if there's somebody messing with you, or if you're being bullied and you have nowhere to turn,
There is help. There is hope.
Don't make any rash decisions. Get a hold of somebody.
Tell a parent, a teacher, a friend.
you have a resource that I didn't. It's called the Trevor Project.
You can call them at 1-866-4U-TREVOR.
Or visit their website at thetrevorproject.org.
Things can only get better.
Things do get better.
They do.
Thanks.